Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today, I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little excited. This feels like a badass reading right out the gate. We've got the Four of Wands, Hermit in the reverse, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. And I know, there's definitely some negative energy coming from that last part, right? But here's what carries the whole thing is this Four of Wands. This Four of Wands is you. You are having some major glow up, come up. You're rising from the ashes, my friend. You're a phoenix. And there are people here who are not going to believe it. They are the ones that told you you were nothing. They're the ones that told you you couldn't do it. They're the ones that said you didn't put in the work that you needed to. They're the ones that said someone like you would never be chosen. And guess what? They're wrong. You might even get to watch a couple of their facial expressions as they react to you winning. So, I told you. I love this for you. I'm not encouraging you to be a whole ass clown and be mean to people about this, but people didn't believe in you and you actually had something amazing to offer people. So the fact that you're getting that validation makes me very happy for you. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime chime. Hello there, Jimmy. Hello, Dr. Strangelove. How we doing today? Right back at you, Jimmy. I hope you're happy as well, Dr. Strangelove. I hope everyone's doing well today. Let's see. We're going to dive in with Fairy Godmother. I want to know more about what this glow up has for you or what this is about. I feel like this is like a diamond in the rough kind of vibe. Yeah. Sounds about right. So you're over here putting in that work with the exertion card. Maybe you did a little jazzercise. Sorry. And then we have laughter, and this is giving me more of a cruel vibe. Like there were people laughing at you for having dreams, people laughing at you for having goals, people laughing at you for actually putting time into it, right? For some of you, I'm really strongly getting this because of who you are, like a girl playing football or whatever, you're outside of the norm in some way. And I like that about you. So people were like, no, this isn't a place for you. But yes, it is. Watch me. So you're proving them wrong. And I love that for you. Hello there, Farah. How are we doing? Hello, Paul. How's it going? Hello, only one. Hello, Carrie. Good morning. So keep doing this work, okay? This is good for you. And I think you already know that. I don't know that anyone could really talk you out of it, to be honest. Let's go with... Feels like we need the Masonic Tarot because for me, this deck always feels like a good choice when we're talking about some type of karma or justice. And yeah, that might be every reading, but there you are. Look at you and your badass energy. Strength. High Priest in the reverse. So you took an unconventional path. You're doing things your way. You're not following the life script. You're not doing what people expect of you. Oh no. Good for you. I do feel like you're being strategic about it though, right? There's the, I don't want to do what you tell me. And then nothing happens. But there's also the, no, you don't understand my madness and that's fine. But there is a method to the madness and I have a strategy and you may not believe it, but it's going to work. Even if you don't believe in it, even if you haven't seen other people do it, that's fine. I'll be a trailblazer. It's something I've done before. I feel like there's this beautiful confidence that you had it may not have been consistent, right? There were days where it was difficult. There were days where you didn't believe it. But I do feel like you had this belief in yourself before things were concrete, before things were actually solidified, and that carried you through until you get to this point where you're like, yeah, actually, like I built that. I did that. I'm not like the craftiest person in the world. But I do love me some home remodeling projects. Like I just painted the new door that I had installed, and like it's not the favorite kind of painting, but it's still fun, right? Like you get this little like high off of here's what the beginning state was. You take the before pictures and then you have those after pictures and you're like, yeah, I did that. I feel like there's this moment for you where all this hard work is finally paying off, and it's particularly enjoyable because we have people that didn't, like, they specifically thought that you were not doing the right kind of work, or that you didn't have the credentials, or that you weren't qualified in some way, right? And you're like, really? Survey says you are wrong. 5 of gold. In this case, this is the 5 of wands. Masonic tarot is a little bit different, right? Because we have the ace of mallets. This is like pentacles. So competition is steep is what I'm getting. Ace of swords in the reverse. 9 of gold or 9 of wands in the reverse. I don't know how to say this any other way. Please don't hate me, but you were maybe just a little bit delusional, but also not. You knew in your heart you could do something. You knew you had the ability to stick with it. I feel like this is also because there's a level of passion here, right? If you started your own business, if you taught yourself how to play a musical instrument, whatever it was, you were like, no, it's cool. I understand that other people don't have the commitment that I do. I understand that other people might give up and that that's what's informing your opinion, but you got to like fold that in with what you know about me. Because you were like, no, I'm not gonna like give up just because there's competition. There's a barrier for entry for just about everything. You see things that other people don't see, right? We had the Hermit in the reverse as the second card that came out today. And now we have the Hermit in the upright. And this, to me, is one of the most special Hermit cards that I have. I love that third eye at the top there. It's like, it looks like it's just blessing people because of this wisdom, right? Because you believed in your intuition, because you believed in what you were called to do or in yourself. Because you listened to your intuition instead of listening to the naysayers. The universe is like, okay, I'm going to give you what you want. Here is what you want. Do you see why I'm so happy? This reading is like chef's kiss. People didn't believe in you and you're like, it's okay. They will. Shit, what's that movie? Oh my God, I can't believe I can't think of this. I've seen this movie so many times. It's about Shoeless Joe Jackson. Field of Dreams. Got it. People thought he was crazy. If you build it, they will come. That's the line. There it is. That's it. I should have made that the title, actually. Good for you. You're dreaming and you're not letting other people talk you out of it. We have the Knave of Gold, which would be like the Page of Wands. This is good news. After people feel like you didn't get something, or after you had a sense of loss, we have, oh my gosh, I'm getting what I want. This is recognition for some of you, like being talked about in the paper, having something go viral, the community talking about something amazing you did. It's exciting. But of course, we got to have somebody who's jealous. We've got the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Gold in the reverse. And we have the Lovers and the Knight of Mallets, which is the Knight of Pentacles. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. They're like, it's better than yup. Okay, this is going to be a little bit overwhelming for you because you get this like recognition. You get this like level up, this glow up. And yes, there are people that are jealous of you, but there are also people that are just like, I'm gonna see if I can get with that person. So watch out. There are some people that are just like here for a good time, not for a long time. You're gonna get put in a situation where you're choosing between maybe somebody that you find very attractive and somebody that has more interest in a long-term relationship. But you're gonna have people that are showing up like, hey, what you doing later? I had a friend tell me that somebody like swooped into their DMs and said, hello, sir. Are you single? Such a formal way to introduce oneself. But, you know, polite. All right, let's go with the situations deck. I do feel like we've got some jealousy here, but I'd rather focus on like the good stuff. Because while there will be people that have kind of clout chasing, fair weather friend kind of motivations, there are also people that are just like respectful, admiring of you, right? So this hermit individual who's having their like glow up, gets something that somebody else really coveted or wanted. Now, this is like coming at me as like a couple of different iterations, right? Like for some of you, you do well enough financially that you're able to afford something that for somebody else in your family is a representation of wealth. You could be the first person to buy a home. You could be the first person to buy your dream car. It could be the same dream car that like your dad wants, right? There's somebody here that's a little bit frustrated because you're able to splash things around a little bit in terms of finances, and that makes them sensitive, right? So be gracious, be humble. That's not easy, right? Do a little research on people that win the lottery. Sometimes people don't handle money well. Be smart about it. Because there are people here that would enjoy seeing you not be smart about it. But we also have a sense here that you've learned an important lesson, and that's part of why things are moving so rapidly for you. So if you're coming out as the hermit, I feel like you're pretty smart, okay? You've got the ability to figure out how to avoid these traps that other people can get caught up in. For some of you, if you're going to be a little bit famous, that is part of the thing you need to be smart about, right? We have crickets in the reverse, nightlife, racing, running, avoiding. Okay, so there's a warning here for you that you're going to be moving like full steam ahead. Things are going to be going great. You've got this good news. You've got this like maybe something going viral, whatever it is. And then temptation, distraction, fame. Be careful. Whatever this is, it could lead to an addiction. It could lead to the end of your dream. This is not a like an airplane Bloody Mary. Let me explain what I mean by that. I don't really like drinking. It's not my thing. But when I traveled a lot for work, I remember hearing at some point that a Bloody Mary is really good for people that deal with like anxiety or nerves, especially at like elevated heights. They might have been completely lying to me. I might be completely wrong, but it justified my like pattern of always getting a Bloody Mary when I went on an airplane. Am I gonna get in trouble for that? But I never had like more than that. I would just have the one, you know? And like they're not like this big on an airplane if you've had one. They're like a stupid little plastic cup, right? Limit yourself. Make a rule for yourself. Do not get like swept up in some craziness, right? For some of you, this is a shopping addiction. For some of you, it's like, oh, I have money. I can just spend it like I'll always have it. No, you still have to be like responsible. You still have to plan for like living, a few years down the road. How many times have we read stories about people that were like rolling in dough? Maybe they're an actor or an athlete and then blew their money on stupid shit. And then they get to be like 60 and they're broke, like be a little more strategic, okay? Let's go with the signs of the times. What else do we have? Number 15, journey. I can't help it. Every time I see this word, I've told a lot of you already. Every time I see the word labyrinth, I think back to my high school teacher who would say labyrinth. I mean, at least it still brings me joy like a million years later, right? Hello there, Peggy. How are you doing? Did I say hello, Tiana? How are we doing? Yes, it is a potential prison. Wise words there, Peggy. I make a real mean Bloody Mary. I don't really drink them, but like maybe a sip. We'll just gotta, quality test it. Look, there's a sense here that you have been focused. Like I'm looking at this less as trying to figure out the direction and more as you're surrounded by walls. This is when you're in this maze, it curves like this, right? You don't see anything else. You've been like a horse with blinders on. Like I just wanted to call you sneaky blinders. Is that a thing? I think that works. It's like no one knew. You're over here like, building the next amazing car or album, whatever it is. You're just like a genius over here. Nobody's really paying attention to you. And you're like, man. So I know you're gonna love it. Did I mention that was number 15? I think I did. Yes. That's the tricky part, isn't it? Hello there, Joe. How are you doing? Oh, David Bowie. Yes. I know. Oh, do I want this one? I guess okay. Anchor and knot. Both things that are very much so talking about stability, literally says stability on this one, and like connecting yourself, right? You don't want to be just like a random swim floaty in the ocean, okay? Don't be that. I got no one to hold me down. No, you got to have good friendships, stay close to family. I mean, the good ones, right? Like, I'm not telling you to like go contact with the no contact ones that you have if you have any. I'm just saying There are things that will keep you tethered to reality, and you must prioritize them. And that would be like a best friend that tells you when you need more deodorant, an aunt that tells you when you have something in your teeth, or that, maybe you're getting a little too big for your britches. We need those people in our lives, right? So this was number 16 and this is number 35. It's not a coincidence those two came out together. Your stability as you go through this change in your life will be primarily correlated to how well you do at keeping people in your life that keep you authentic. Not don't become obnoxious, okay? I'm not going to use an example. There's so many examples out there. So many examples out there. But I don't need to make any enemies. Don't be obnoxious is enough. We're going to go with the Poe Tarot because I love this one. And also because it's like performative. And I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's performative in some way. Maybe you make content. Maybe you're a dancer. Number 12, the Hanged One. There are two bodies, the rudimental and the complete, corresponding with the two conditions of the worm and the butterfly. You're about to become a butterfly. You're about to spread those wings and people are going to go, damn, you're beautiful. It's not easy to go through a metamorphosis. That's why there are these people that are like haters or they don't believe, right? Like, no. You're just an ugly duckling. You can't become a swan. Nope. I see the swan. We have strength. I love this card because it's such an unusual depiction. There's still a human element and a cat element, right? Because there's usually a lion being tamed by a beautiful woman on the strength card. But here we have a dude hiding. I view that as a mirror. Like he's holding up this mirror and there's this cat, the one-eyed cat from the Black Cat, if you know your Poe, coming at him. There are people around you that would like to be seen as more fierce than they actually are. They're actually the cowards behind the mirror, trying to reflect your own confidence, power, authenticity back at you, but it doesn't work that way. You're the one that actually has the strength. So don't be intimidated by the people that want to tell you what you should be doing. Oh, I didn't read it. Hold on. A feeling for which I have no name has taken possession of my soul. There's going to be a new energy that you recognize within yourself. It might not have been easy for you to be positive, to feel accomplished, but you're going to add that into your roster of things that you can do. Hello there, Becca. Hello, William. Hello, Erica. How we doing? Thank you. Hello, me. How we doing? I forgot to mention, I don't read these in the reverse. So we've got death. I have not pulled this card from this deck. Maybe ever, because I'm over here just like cheesing about how cool this card is. It's like an oversized skull dude getting married. The boundaries which divide life from death are at best shadowy and vague. Who shall say where the one ends and where the other begins? That's so cool. I really don't think I've pulled this before. So what I'm getting from this is somebody's dreary, kind of adequate or normal life was made more interesting by a hobby or an obsession or an art form or a goal, right? This might be as simple as I'm going to change how I look. I'm going to, do really great with fitness. And then there are others that are inspired by you and you create content on it. There's something here just transformational about you that inspires other people because you came from a place where people were not believing, like not lifting you up, right? But your life becomes magical. I feel like this card is saying you almost felt like you weren't really living. Maybe you lost your zest for life, but you're getting it back. And it's because you were able to really invest yourself in a transformation. Three of Quills is the Three of Swords. But the void within my heart refused, even thus, to be filled. I longed for the love which had before filled it to overflowing. I think we have somebody that is still hung up on another person. Somebody from the past, they didn't really feel like they got to truly see how things would go. So the people that show interest in you, it might be a tall mountain to climb because there's still this person that has some space in your heart. You're going to have a choice between two, or your person's going to have a choice between two, but I think it's you. The individual who purloined it is known. This beyond a doubt, he was seen to take it. It is known also that it still remains in his possession. There's somebody who feels a claim to you. This could be a new person, a current person, a past person. Depends on you, right? This is general reading. But there's somebody who's like pretty dang certain they're going to end up being with you, and then they feel like somebody steals you from them. Dun, dun, dun. You're gonna break a heart. You're just gonna have to probably deal with that because there's multiple interested parties here. Let's go with Santa Muerte. What else do we have? Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, Santa Muerte. Oh, yeah. Do you see how we have a skeleton who's pregnant on Santa Muerte? Kind of an unusual depiction of death, right? But I'm sure anyone that has spent some time truly appreciating the Mexican culture like I have, you get it. This is representing to me that you brought something back from life support. You built something from nothing. It's not like somebody handed you $100,000 and you were able to like turn a profit of $100,000, which is sure impressive, but like you had a huge leg up, right? No, you were like, I made this from nothing. These really delicious pancakes are made from scratch. It's not a mix, like, damn it. I always talk about food. I gotta start eating before I do my readings. I'm proud of you because it's like you took barren wasteland and you made it a beautiful agricultural, like market. Like you brought green to a desolate gray horizon. I mean, we could talk about it being money or like a feeling of being alive, but I think it's both. Judgment. 8 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. I think you had to walk away from something that was pretty difficult to walk away from. And that was the beginning of your transformation. When you did that, it set in motion something that takes a little while, maybe for some of you around 8 months. And then we get this thing you've been waiting for. Could be a message, could be a check, could be a job offer. Oh, thank you, Tiana. Hello there, Shakeem. How are you doing? Azalea? Paul, I'm lost, but Moss on Mushroom sounds like a really good band name. Okay, so let's get one more. Yeah, you made a decision to stick with something or to invest in something, to move forward on something, and it is changing things for you for the better. Like I said, there's a glow up here. This is a reward for your decisions. 2 of Swords. One of the only ones that actually depicts it as a scissors. So you had to cut something out. You guys, I've been getting the worst headaches because I'm drinking less Dr. Pepper. And I know for probably about 8 months, I've been telling you I really need to drink less Dr. Pepper. I'm drinking water. What's up, guys? It's not easy, okay? Like literally the headaches make me want to like stab. Nope, we're not gonna go that far. I just get a little bit irritated. The headaches are awful, but I'm like literally I went a whole day with no Dr. Pepper. Yesterday was a little rough. I had some Dr. Pepper, but we're working on it, right? That's what we have here is somebody who's like, I know it was like a little bit grating, a little bit painful, a little bit difficult. Maybe especially if we have people that make it difficult around you, right? Like me watching other people down like a whole pitcher of Dr. Pepper, and I'm just like, does it taste like spicy cherry Coke? Does it? Does it? My battle is a little trivial, right? It's easier to share with you all because of that reason, but it also really does suck. So I feel like we have somebody that's like, it hasn't been easy, okay? Whatever I've been doing, the work I've been putting in, the healing, all of that, right? Tiana, that's hilarious. Done and dusted? Yes. Can you like nail polishes or paint colors or something? Because I feel like you have a way with words and names. 6 of Wands in the reverse. And the 4 of Swords in the reverse. I feel like there was some attempt here to kind of hide what you were working on or even hide as it was getting more popular. Like there's a humility here. Like, no, it's fine. And then all of a sudden we have something that hits, right? Like something going viral, somebody shouting out your business, something big happens and you're like, well, yes, you're right. It's pretty awesome that that happened. Yeah, I did that. That's yeah. So it's like you start to accept more like recognition or yeah, that was me, right? Um, no more Banksy style, like, oh, it's nothing. Not that Banksy would say it that way. It'd probably be more like, no, I'm not gonna. I don't know who Banksy is. Banksy could be like, I don't know, a chick. Queen of Swords, Three of Cups. This feels like you left behind some not so great friends or a third party that was a waste of time. I'm not going to call anyone a waste of space, but look, we've all at some point in our lives been a waste of time. I have been. We have to go through those things before you get to the point where you're able to offer something of substance, right? So we have somebody that's transforming from dealing with people of lower vibration, building some boundaries, deciding to be less of a people pleaser, transforming, right? Because they don't like this sense of being overwhelmed by people that are using them. So this could be for some of you letting go of clout chasers or people who really only want to be your friend because they realize now you have money or you have fame and you know how they make you feel. You know that their love is not real, right? Knight of Cups in the reverse, whatever they have to offer you is fake. It's not long lasting. Look, if you want to be my friend for 3 days so you can take some cute selfies for your Instagram account, I don't have time for you. I'll be nice, I'll be civil, but I'm gonna walk the other way. I don't have time for that shit. If you want to actually like understand who I am, tell me about who you are, and we can share our experiences in a meaningful way. Like, hop to, let's do it. I'm in. But none of that fake shit. And that's what we have here. Is somebody being like, you're just like here because you think you know who I am, or here because you want to tell a story about meeting me. Like that's not gonna work. Nope. Pass. All right, let's get a couple from the Kipper and then we'll call it a day. Yep. Exactly. Nobody got time for that shit. Okay. Mature woman. Number 6. Privileged lady, number 12, and courtship, number 4. So this is telling me, look, if you are a person of high honor, if you are mature, if you bring a lot to the table, if you have financial stability, don't waste your time with people that don't have the same things to offer. They don't have to be the exact same, right? You can be complementary with an E, balanced, right? But if you have one person that is mature and one that is not, if you have one person that is financially responsible and one person that is codependent, not your thing, right? So there's a call to action here to make sure that you are connecting with people that are both mature and financially solvent, right? They're not like horrible. And then there's a really important love connection here for you. It's like you have to sift through the not so great ones first. It's a little bit of like an Easter egg hunt. Okay, guys? You'll be fine. Use your discernment. I know you've got it. I don't think I said hi to the Light Heart Alchemist. Hello, how are you? Hello, Carrie. How's it going? I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading.